Well, welcome to another episode of the YC Sizzle. Megan Heidelberg, Jamarcus Gaston, and we love this because it's where we get to take a look back at some of our favorite segments throughout the week, and we had some good ones.
We had some good ones this week. I really love being able to do this on the app so people can actually see some of the segments, some of our best segments. And they're our favorites for different reasons, whether there's a truffle dog involved, whether there's a cider and wine, or if there's a Star Wars event going on in town where the orchestra is going to be playing music to the John Williams soundtrack. So it's going to be a really cool sizzle for you today.
That's right. You got Star Wars music being played by the Greenville Symphony Orchestra. Pretty cool. And who knew that you could train a dog to search for truffles?
It's all your Carolina here on the Sizzle. So sit back, relax, get some popcorn, and enjoy this week's YC Sizzle here on WSPA+. That's one way to start What You Know Good on a Monday with Rhonda Rawlings. And you brought some guests with you from one of our favorite places right across the street, the Greenville Symphony Orchestra, Rhonda.
I did. I'm so excited. And I thought this was good news for Star Wars fans all over.
Yes. My brother-in-law is like freaking out right now. He's probably like, wait, what?
That theme will get everybody in the mood. So introduce us to your guests today.
Definitely. So we have Jessica Satava, who is the executive director of the Greenville Symphony, and Annika, who is
the principal
horn player
for the Greenville Symphony. And I always saw Annika's name because I was like, she's at Furman. You taught at Furman for a little bit?
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, she's the real deal, which is great.
She is.
So May the 4th be with you is going to be happening this weekend.
It's happening. May the 4th be with you. Star Wars Day.
That was so fun.
And you guys are celebrating in a big way.
We are. We're doing a big concert at Bon Secours Wellness Arena. We're super excited to bring the 60-foot screen. We're putting it up, state-of-the-art, amazing digital quality, sing Empire Strikes Back with your Greenville Symphony playing the John Williams score.
I mean, that's pretty amazing to be able to watch the film, but also hear the music from your orchestra, which is an amazing opportunity to do that.
It is 90 professional musicians on stage playing that music that all of you will recognize, and you're going to get to hear a little later.
I love it. How long did it take for everybody to learn all the music, and how did that kind of go down?
What do you think, Annika?
Well, we've gotten our music all ready.
Okay.
We have to have it at least for 2 weeks to practice on our own. So
Oh, that's
I've
wait, 2
already
weeks?
started
That's
practicing.
it?
Yeah.
And then we only have 2 rehearsals.
Oh my gosh.
And the thing about the Greenville Symphony is that you guys are professional musicians, so you guys you could probably read it right, like off of the score right now and be perfectly fine. So
I wouldn't say absolutely perfect. I need to practice a little bit. But
for the late ear, we would be like, yeah, it sounds great. It sounds great. So this is going to be an opportunity. You buy tickets online, and you just show up, and you can wear costumes if you want.
You can, and there's going to be characters dressed on the concourse ready to take pictures with you. We're going to have merch. The great thing about being at the Well is that you can eat and drink. It's a much more casual and relaxed experience. So bring someone you care about. Join us for Star Wars. It's going to be incredible.
And Maestro Lee Mills there on the screen there, so he'll be conducting, which is always a fabulous time. It makes it more accessible to folks who maybe don't go to the orchestra setting normally. So it's great to be able to do that on the 4th at the Bon Secours Wellness Arena. And I hear you have a little bit of a quiz for us today.
yes, I think you guys will recognize this theme and maybe which character it goes.
Okay.
Darth Vader for sure.
Good job. I don't know if I could have gotten that.
No, we can't peek up
Okay,
here.
I'm not
You got another one for us?
I'm not looking.
Megan's right in front of
But I'm really not looking, I swear. I swear. I'm putting my
should
hand up
accuse
so I don't
herself.
see it.
All right.
Princess
Leia.
Yes! It sounded like it's so
I know, it's like so
pretty,
pretty
and I
and so
was
lyrical.
like, yeah.
We're not doing well over here.
I know. I haven't gotten a single one.
All right, okay, let's see what we got here.
Chewbacca.
Chewie! Are
R2D2?
I was gonna say
I was
R2D2.
thinking,
I don't know enough Star Wars characters.
Jedi,
Oh, the Jedi.
Nice.
Come on, Chewbacca, I thought for sure, right? Yeah.
Thank you all so much
You're
for coming
so
on.
fun.
Remind us of the details of this concert once again.
Yes, absolutely. Go to greenvillesymphony.org to purchase tickets. Insider tip, if you stop at the box office at the Well, you can avoid some of the fees, so that's a really fun opportunity too, right? So lots of really affordable and great seats still available, so come join us. It's May the 4th, 7 o'clock p.m., and your Greenville Symphony is gonna sound fabulous with The Empire Strikes Back.
You guys
Can't
rock.
wait.
We can't wait to see you. Great
Thank you,
job,
guys.
girl.
Thanks, Rhonda.
Awesome. Yeah,
Thank
we'll be
you.
right back, y'all. Hendersonville is gearing up for a 3-day cider, wine, and dine. Here to tell us about it is Alan Ward. Alan owns St. Paul Mountain Vineyards and Appalachian Ridge Artisan Cidery. And you were saying so many people think, oh, I need to go to Italy for the wine tour and do all this. And you're like, don't sleep on Western North Carolina.
We're the best kept secret, I think, on the East Coast or in the nation. We've won, our little winery, as well as others, have won national awards and international awards, as well as state awards.
That's great. And we were talking about how the environment is like the ideal environment for growing, for these grapes and for this wine and cider.
Yeah, we've got a federal designation called an AVA, American Viticulture Area, which is like Napa or Sonoma. And what we have there is you've got to have geological and weather conditions that are right for wine growing. So we've recently attained that designation. Got the oldest mountain range, second oldest mountain range in the world.
The Appalachians.
Yes, and we've got the more geological diversity than anywhere in the world. So when we talk about minerality and all these things, terroir, we have it in North Carolina.
We got temperate
don't realize it.
rainforest over here with the
Brevard,
Jocassee and all Transylvania County, all
Correct.
that stuff. So kind of cool to be able to nerd out on that. But what that basically means is like you get good wine, you get good cider, and this weekend you get a chance to enjoy all of that.
Got great wine. not just
Great
good.
wine.
Yeah, yes, great, great wine.
We're going to start out with cider because it's
Okay.
the least tannic.
Okay,
Grab a little glass there.
yes,
These trees came from Normandy, France.
okay.
A lot of heartache to get those trees here. But
Get
that's
those.
a
Cheers.
100% from
Is this a pinkies up situation or
yeah.
no?
cider is actually a wine. A lot of people don't realize that.
I didn't realize it was a wine. I thought it was like a beer.
No, cider's a wine made from apples. 100%.
What makes something different, like the grapes versus the apples, that's the difference?
You can make wine and brandy, as we have as well, from fruit, just from fruit.
Yeah.
So the apples, we just distill it like we would grapes. You know, you get the sugars out there and convert it to alcohol.
There's so much to know, wine, cider, ports.
Yes.
Well, I'll tell you, if you come up and see the different vineyards, we've got 8 vineyards, our region, from
Right.
North Carolina, in the AVA. And some of them make their own wine there. We're a estate winery, meaning that we make everything that we grow on the premises. We make the wine on premises and bottle it there. We don't make the black glass, but we
Right.
make the wine.
I love it. All
And
right.
so
So you want to try a white?
Yes.
Sure. And as you're doing that, could you tell us what's happening this weekend for folks that want to come
Yes,
out and
yes.
celebrate all 3 days?
This weekend would really give you an excellent opportunity to come up and taste all the wines
Yeah.
that we grow here and let you see for yourself that, you know, we get comments that are kind of bittersweet. Oh, this doesn't taste like a North Carolina wine. But, you know, when we do what we do and win the awards, if you can't drink the awards, I'm not going to drink
Yeah,
them.
you're like, no, put in the
Can't
award
talk.
ones.
But you'll get to see an actual farm and a winery, and we're going to do tours inside where the wine's made.
great.
And that's a Viognier. It's spelled kind of weird. It looks like
Viognier.
Vigner.
Oh, I feel like,
Viognier.
oh, this is real
And
good.
Alan,
you
we
can
saw you
drink
do
this
this.
all
What
day.
does that do?
Can I borrow your glass real
yeah,
quick?
Is that an aeration thing?
That does. And it's just kind of like, I went to Clemson, which you probably should say that.
Go Tigers.
To graduate school. Not been able to do, we're #1 lately, but that's how you do it.
Just like your
You
number
got
one.
it.
Right.
It's just your hand. But
Okay.
that really
Yes.
helps. And if you look, I'll do one last thing, because you need to do this with your wine,
See,
whether it's a restaurant.
I mean,
kind of roll it.
We're going to be
Yeah.
doing all types of things. You're
Yeah.
going to see me rolling wine.
See
here in a
those
little bit.
tears coming
Yeah,
down?
when
The
you-
French
when
call
it
it legs, we
runs.
call it tears, or
Yeah.
they call it.
There's going to be more of that information at this
got
wine
it.
and dine
Yes.
event.
You come out and we'll take you on a good tour and let you see what really goes on a vineyard.
Awesome.
I love because it's like at a dozen different venues around. Is there one that they need to go to, or does the website explain everything?
The website will, and there's a brochure that
Okay.
we have
Okay.
that you can get at the TDA or Travel and Tourism office in Hendersonville. There's a lot of great wineries. We've won a lot of awards, but so have a lot of other wineries.
This sounds like an amazing weekend event.
Yes.
Visit hendersonvillenc.org. There's a website to check out.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Come
Yes.
see us at St. Paul Mountain Vineyards.
Yes.
Thank you,
Go with
Ellen.
make a
Lots
trip
of
up
great
there.
stuff.
Congratulations, award winner.
Congrats.
So
Thank
that's
you.
awesome.
Thank you.
Market Monday is back with one of my favorite vendors, from truffles to ramps to all types of things. We have our great group of guests here from Wild Goods. Here to tell you more about it, we have Luke and Natalie Gilbert with Wild Goods. Thank you guys so much for being here.
Thank you for having us.
I was telling Megan before we got into this segment, and we also have, of course, Eva, the truffle dog, which we'll get to in a second. But we're talking about, I actually bought some of these products, the Ramp Morel butter, because I saw it online. I'm like, I like ramps, I like morels, and you guys have put it in the butter. So I'm a customer before I was a fan of you guys, and I started learning a little bit more about what you do. But introduce yourself and how you guys got into this in the foraging world.
Well, my name's Natalie. I've been foraging for probably 13 or 14 years now, and I've always just loved the outdoors and getting into nature and eating tasty things. So me and Luke got together back in 2021, and he had already built Wild Goods as a company, doing a number of farmers markets weekly, and then we joined forces, and then we figured out there was truffles in the area, and then we got our CEO, Eva,
Yes.
and the
Our
rest is
Chief
history.
Excavation Officer.
I love that.
Excavation officer,
Yes.
which is great. So for people who are not familiar with what a truffle is, like what is a truffle and why do you need a dog to find it?
Yes.
So a truffle is one of the most valuable foods on the planet, and it's an underground mushroom. It's a fruiting body of a mycorrhizal fungus that grows on the roots symbiotically of different tree species. And they're traditionally associated with countries like Italy and France. But what more and more countries are realizing is that there's truffles all over the world, and all you need is a trained truffle dog to go out and find them.
Eva to the rescue.
Yes, we're
Eva
going to
to
get a
rescue.
shot of Eva so you can see what we're referencing when we talk. She's very
Exactly.
hard. She's very
Like,
hard at
she's
work.
just like, I'm down here. There are no truffles to be found in the studio.
Yes.
So she goes out and kind of leads you to the source, and you find it. Do you train a dog to do this, or is it something that they are born with?
So there's a lot of training involved, a lot of practice, but this specific breed, the Legato Romagnolo, has been used for thousands of years in Italy for seeking out truffles.
With the Legato Romagnolo, of course you would
hello.
have to be a truffle dog, right?
Exactly.
And we're looking at some of the products that you guys make. I mentioned the Ramp Morel butter, but you guys do lots of different products. Talk about some of the things that people can shop from.
Yeah, so Eva helps us find our truffle butters, and we have 2 different ones right now, but we are going to have some other fun flavors of the truffle butters coming this year. We love to do seasonal food, so it's always changing. We often bring things like fresh ramps, fresh morels, fresh chicken of the woods, all sorts of different mushrooms to market. Because, of course, you can go out and find them on your own, and we do teach classes as well, but a lot of people don't have the time or are just being safe and are not confident in their identification, so we find mushrooms and bring them for you to get at the farmers.
And you guys probably get tired of me Instagramming you, being like, oh my God, I found this. Or
I found this.
that,"
What did
or-
I use for
No, we never get tired
But I
of
think
that.
it's great because foraging was my pandemic hobby. And so I kind of got the love for it too, being out in the woods and trying to figure out what things are. But if people want to do it and for someone else to do it and then to buy the products, they can do that as well. So
Exactly.
that makes it easy and more accessible.
Yeah, and a lot of people learn too as they come and shop with us. They get confident with those mushrooms, and then they're able to go out and pick their own, and education.
When you're in the woods with Eva foraging to when you're like, here you go, how long is that process? Like from the woods to this?
It can be months, because sometimes we'll find the truffles, wash the truffles, preserve them, and then we'll whip them into our truffle butters. So our really good friends at Red Fiddle Vittles over in Asheville area, we get to partner with them, and they let us use their facilities to make such beautiful products. So it's a whole symbiosis of nature and community and our truffle dog, and
we love it because it's helping us be like, more sustainable. If you ever get, stuck in an end of days type situation, I want to be with these two because they're going to be able to whip something up.
And
for
it'll
us,
be
which is
good
great.
too.
It's
Like,
gonna be
you know?
good.
yeah.
And so they can shop from you guys at the Travelers Rest Farmers Market. Tell us when you guys are going to be there.
We will be there every Saturday from starting now. Our first market was just this past Saturday, all the way until October, I believe.
Yeah, I think it's like past fall, which
Yeah.
is great. So 8:30 a.m. until noon, Travelers Rest right at Trailblazer Park area. They can also shop at your website, wildgoods.org. Buy some of the Ramp Morel butter, I promise you. Put it on everything.
Yes,
Thank you guys
you'll
so
love
much.
It. Thanks,
Thanks,
guys.
Eva.
Eva, you did great.
Eva's now awake. She's like, I'm looking for truffles.
It was nice to meet our first truffle dog.
Right? We've never had that on YC. That's the first time. We're going to take a short break. More YC presented by Ingles coming up after this. And welcome back. Are you ready to spring into art this Saturday? We have some folks here to tell us more about the Simpsonville Arts Foundation event. We're joined by Cindy and Tim and Melissa to give us a little rundown of what we can expect. I mean, this work is beautiful,
Wow.
so if there's going to be more of that, then sign us up, right? Thank you so much for being here.
Oh, thanks for having us. It is going to be a wonderful event. We're very excited. This is
Yes.
our second year, and this is just a sample of some of the work that we're going to have. We've got all sorts of artists and vendors there who are going to be painting live, throwing clay on the wheel live,
Nice.
performing, live music, silent auction with lots of packages, things you can win for Mother's Day.
Oh.
Not too early. And we happen to have two of our artists here today. We've got Ann Moore, who's the owner of Number 3 Pottery, who is a potter, and Tim Lincoln Hall, the owner of Streamside Timbers, and he's also with Dogwood Bank, which is one of our presenting sponsors. You want to talk a little bit about what you're going to be showcasing?
Sure. So Cindy and I will be demonstrating the potter's wheel. I'll be demonstrating the full-size potter's wheel where we make big pieces like this.
Yeah.
And she's actually going to use a mini wheel, which is a wheel head about this big, and she throws these tiny little mugs
That's incredible.
and little platters. So that's quite amazing to watch.
I bet, because you think about that big old thing that
Yes.
you see on the show
Yes.
and doing that. I can't get over the colors.
It's so beautiful.
I mean,
like turquoise.
yes. How do you
Thank you.
decide like what color and where do they come from? Like, how does all that?
Usually what's inspiring you. So it's pretty seasonal for me,
Yes,
honestly.
yeah.
So we're leaning more towards the blues and the greens for the
Yeah.
beach vibe that we're going for this year. So we have a representation of that right here. So we have functional pieces that you can use for food and drink.
Right.
And then more decorative pieces that are artistic pieces.
I love that.
I need that in my kitchen.
And I love that
It's
vase
so
over there,
pretty.
giving like
Yes.
the Blue Ridge
Yes.
Mountains. vibe
Yes,
to it.
that's exactly.
Yes.
Yes,
Yep.
or the beach.
Yes.
Or the beach.
So-
yeah.
Yes.
Whatever you want to do.
Yeah, Tim, tell us about your pieces.
Yeah, so we've been making sawdust for about 5 or 6 years, and we started out at the Guild in Malden, and my wife Deborah found out she could join for $10, so she takes my scrap wood and makes the earrings that you see out front.
That is so cool.
But we try to find pieces of wood that have voids in them and have holes that you fill in with epoxy so you can see the epoxy fills, and hence the name Streamside Timbers. So it's kind of become a hobby that's become a small business, and we love Simpsonville and love supporting the arts, and Safi's there, really the heart of arts in Simpsonville. So
Yeah.
it's been a great marriage, and we've enjoyed working with these guys. So
I just think it's so cool because you have a real important day job, and then somehow you have time to do that.
gotta let that
too. That
creativity out
that's
some way, right?
inspiring.
yeah, I don't get to watch much TV at home.
Yeah,
We're too
no.
busy working on
Yes.
stuff.
Yeah,
And for
absolutely.
folks who aren't familiar with Safi and what you guys do, talk about the work that you do day in and day out.
You want to take that one, Cindy? Talk about a little bit of
Sure.
artistry?
So, full disclosure, I am not the Cindy that's that talented.
Hey, we were giving you
Just so
props
you know,
today, Cindy. I was
It's
like,
not me, but we do have another Cindy we work with. But
Yes.
she's actually everybody's very talented. So, Simpsonville Arts Foundation has made its mission now to bring in more arts into Simpsonville and make it known as an art city.
Yeah.
So with every show, with every Oktoberfest where we can showcase people and their talents, I mean, we're leading that charge every day. So we're looking forward to projects that will maybe mimic in a small way Artisphere.
Yeah.
And then also the first Fridays, we want to get involved in that so we can bring more people into our community to see the existing art that we already have there.
I think you guys are going to be doing that for the second year in the row. The weather's going to be great. Give us the details of when we need to come out and check it out and where it's going to be held.
It will be this Saturday at Burdette Central, and it's from 11 in the morning till 3 in the afternoon. And there'll be live music, so you won't be able to miss where it is.
Yes.
There'll be a lot of
Roll your windows down and you'll be able to
Yes.
hear.
Yeah, and there's just lots of activities. It's a perfect family-friendly event.
Yes.
And the weather will be glorious.
Well,
That'd be awesome.
it's going to be great. No, you man, a lot of wood we can knock on Tim. And we're going to manifest the good weather too. I love it too because for some people, art can be intimidating. You know, this is a great way to be like, it's not intimidating. Like, and these are the people that created this.
Well, I always tell people you are an artist, you just haven't discovered what that art is. Whether it's talking, whether it's singing, whether it's making wood, whether it's making pottery. You know, everybody's an artist that can showcase
Gives
what
us
they
some
do.
inspiration. Maybe Megan, maybe we have to dig deep and see
I
if we
mean,
can find
you know,
But I will say we couldn't do it without our sponsors. So a big shout out to all of our sponsors that we have, and I hope you can see them on
back
the board.
there.
Yes.
Yes.
So we, like I said, we couldn't do it
We're
without
very
them.
excited. Yes.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you guys so much.
you.
Best
Thank
of
you
luck
for
on
having
Saturday.
us. Thank
Go
you.
and check it out. We'll definitely put all the information for you at our website, yourcarolina.tv.
Well, we're getting you ready for Mother's Day this morning on Your Carolina with the Stephanie Ramalas from the Shops Off Trade. And can you believe it's been 1 year since we talked about the new ownership and you taking over? How has that been in a year, girl?
We've done so many amazing things in this last year. We are really grateful that we've coming up on our 1 year anniversary of taking over the store, and I can't wait to share with everybody what we've been up to.
I love it. Well, go share away. What have you been up to?
Oh, well, first of all, we've gotten a new logo, as you can see there.
Yes.
That was a huge thing for you to be able to find our store going down West Poinsett Street and close to downtown Greer.
Yep.
We've also have a tea room.
Oh, fun.
That people can come and enjoy.
Yeah.
And coming up in the summer, we'll be having Christmas in July with Santa.
Oh, girl, you had me at. Y'all know I count down the days till Christmas, so that is my
so
jam.
We're gonna have a
for
lot of
sure.
fun. He's gonna be wearing his Hawaiian shirt, and we'll be taking pictures with people and animals. So if you want to get your your cards early,
yes,
you can do that there.
You're speaking my language, Stephanie. I love it. This is just a small sampling of what you will find in the store, but let's kind of give them a little idea.
We're here for Mother's Day, so we have some wonderful gifts from Mom. All different types of moms. We've got something for them. We've got some beautiful like religious art, hand knitted items, glass beads that are made by hand.
Oh yeah.
Wax melts that smell delightful. You mentioned.
I did. She turned this thing on. I was like, oh my gosh! It just smells like roses and just pretty. Like it's what
very,
a mom.
It's very nice. It's not only is it pretty, but you get maybe a cup afterwards when you're done using them.
Love that.
A lot of handmade stuff from our artists. We have stained glass.
Look how pretty that is.
Right, just a little token to show Mom that you love her.
It's so subtle, but it's pretty, and I love the pink with it. Yeah.
And we have handmade pots. Of course, our specialty is 3D prints.
Yes.
My husband, those are very popular, even with moms. And coasters. And then for your mom who might like to read, we have a book holder. Book holders available.
Oh, I like
so
that.
So we have a local artist that displaying their Kimberly Finelli. Her book is on display, but you can put your book on your book.
That's a fun way to do it. If you get tired of the normal,
Yeah, and so you're relaxing and have your cup of tea. We have a local tea maker, 1974 blends. That's who we serve at our tea shop.
Yeah.
And a wonderful new fiber artist. She has. I brought the picture of a whale she made.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, they're stunning.
So good. Again, a small sampling of what you'll find at Shops Off Trade.
It was too hard to pick to to bring everything I wanted to bring. You wouldn't be able to see it all.
No, but you stuck to the Mother's Day theme. We're looking at great pictures to listen. If you want to spend a great day in Greer, there's so many fun places to walk around, eat. Make sure that you go by and visit Shops Off Trade. Give us the exact address.
Yes, so they're at 410 West Poinsett Street. In Greer, 29650. So it's just a short walk from downtown Greer. And it's a perfect place to take Mom on Mother's Day.
Yes.
Wonderful gifts and tea for her to enjoy.
Well, congratulations on a year. Y'all are killing it. You're doing so well. You can follow them on social media too at the Shops Off Trade. So thank you.
Thank you.
Well, we hope you enjoyed those segments. Of course, if you missed anything, you can always go to our show's website, yourcarolina.tv. And even better, join us every weekday morning at 9 a.m. We bring you all kinds of fun.
You mean we do an actual TV show on television?
Actual full-hour live TV show. This is just kind of the best of the week, but you want to see us really in our prime.
Exactly. And we'll see you, of course, every week here on the YC Sizzle on WSPA+. And yeah, we're going to see you next week. Have a good one.